Hello my beautiful love goods, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're building another modern family house and we're using custom content once again, so I will be sure to leave the links to the custom content creators in the description down below. But this house is actually really fun because I found this thing on Pinterest where they did this really interesting, like it looked like an old like stone house, not stone, but like it wasn't brick, it was stone. Yeah, sure. Go check out my Pinterest. But basically it was like this stone cottage. It was 2-story. It wasn't like a small cottage. It was a pretty big house, but there was a section of this house where there was like a corner piece, and it looked like there had been like not a hole, but like big chunks of the wall like have been diagonally like cut out almost like at the corner. And so they had put like these really just big modern windows where it was just seamless, and I kind of wanted to use that as inspiration for this build. So that's what I did. It looks a little bit weird. I do fix it off camera, like towards the end, basically because I was like, this looks a little off, the roofing is a little bit too overhangy, so I fixed it. But that's the general idea. I thought it could be like, maybe this was an old like Tudor house that this family decided to renovate, and they decided to fix it up, and they added this little creative spin on it in the front, because why not? It was just experimental, but I thought it was really, really fun. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my windows are all open right now in my bedroom. So you might be able to hear the birds, and they're making a huge racket today, but it's been a really warm day here in Kentucky. So I didn't want to leave them closed because it would get very stuffy and warm in here, and I need air because, you know, it's been a long winter. But also, if my voice sounds a little bit weird, or if I have to cut out a certain section of audio, it's just because my allergies are just destroying me right now. I have bad allergies, and in the springtime they get really bad. Fall time too, but spring exceptionally bad. So it causes me to have a lot of like I have to constantly catch my breath and everything because my nose is like swollen shut. It's disgusting. But yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty good. I have been off work for a week so far. Today is Friday. No, Saturday. It's Saturday. It's been exactly 1 week since I worked last. I've cleaned everything, I've organized everything, and now all I have time to do is build in The Sims, which I guess is, no, I don't want to say a blessing in disguise, because, you know, for the reasons why that I'm not working is not great, but regardless of that, I'm gonna at least try to look at the silver lining and just take this time to just focus on making videos and eating properly. That's also something too. I don't talk about it much on my channel at all because, you know, frankly, it's not really that interesting. But I haven't had necessarily like eating problems in the past, but I have had, you know, issues with like my anxiety and stuff causing me to not want to eat. So right now I'm kind of still having to push myself to, you know, actually cook something sometimes, but I did today, which was awesome. I did a little bit of meal prep too, which is always a good thing. I made, you know, a bunch of pasta because, you know, I can't cook. I'm not good at things. I just make pasta most of the time. But I just made some pasta and put some of it back for the next few days or so. You know, it's always good. Pasta is delicious. I don't care how it is. It's like pizza. Pizza is always going to be good, even if it's not great. So that's how pasta is. Pasta is always going to be delicious. It's penne. So penne is the best pasta out there. What's your favorite type of pasta? Yes, I'm talking about that because it's getting to that point, y'all. But seriously, what's your favorite? My favorite's penne because it's a long tubey thing, and it's diagonal, and it's textured. It's got ridges on it, and they're super like big and chunky, and they hold a lot of sauce, and they're delicious. But I'm not like against other shapes of pasta. I like all shapes of pasta, but penne is particularly my favorite. Also, rotini is pretty fun. It's nice and swirly, right? Anyway, I'm getting so badly off topic, but it doesn't matter. That's the point of these voiceovers, it's just kind of ramble and go crazy. But anyway, I will tell you before I do get back into some more tangents. This build is, I think, yes, it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Yes, it's a 3-bathroom, y'all. 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house, and I built it on a 20 by 20 lot in Windenburg. I really haven't built in this area of Windenburg in a long time, and I just was, I don't know, I was just drawn to this lot for some reason, and this house fit kind of perfectly here. Like, it looks modern, of course, but it still has that just like shape and that atmosphere that it could fit really well in this area. So yeah, it was a really fun build too. I got to use a lot of CC, and you know how much I love CC. I did use some stuff by Peacemaker and Maxims, Logical Simmer, Harry. There's some things from the Cottage Garden stuff pack by the Plum Bob Tea Society. I'm trying to think of any other creators. There might be a few things by Little Dika, but I'm pretty sure that's it. I will be sure to leave links to the CC creators in the description down below. Out of any that I recommend, probably the most for this build, I think, is for the most part Peacemaker, Maxims, and Logical Simmer. I feel like you could just get their content and it would work fine, but yeah. And also this flooring here that I decided to use for the most of the house, I haven't really used it before, but it's a base game flooring that Peacemaker did a recolor set of, which was super nice, just saying. And I just thought gray herringbone, I don't know, it just spoke to me here. So yeah, I really liked how it looked in here. It was just really fun. But I will say this house is it looks a bit modern. It doesn't look like a family house. I feel like if I did this build again, I would go for more whites and like light colors and pastels. Like, I would make it a little bit more family friendly. But in my head, I see that the kids that these 2 Sims or however many Sims live here, I feel like the kids in this household would be a little bit older. They'd be more like, preteens or teenagers, and for the most part, probably teenagers, I would say. So having a house like this is actually kind of okay, I guess. Maybe they just moved in, or maybe this was their family home and they decided to completely renovate it because it was just kind of boring and basic and they weren't happy with it. I don't know. It's whatever story you want to make up, I guess. That's The Sims. That's the beauty of it. But yeah, I loved just using so many modern things. This is one of my favorite things to do now. I did this in my Nordic Woodlands build, and I put a mirror against the wall, and then I would put like a trio of plants around it or something. Also, I couldn't help but put a lot of plants in this window because these windows here that I'm using, the seamless ones, they're from the collaboration set by Harry and Felixander. They're called the Bathroom set. It's incredible. It's one of the best packs out there of CC. I definitely recommend that, and the kitchen set. Those two are just chef's kiss, amazing. Love them so much. Use them in pretty much like every time I use CC, I have to have that content now because it's Max's match to a T. It's beautiful, it's modern, it's just it's lovely. But anyway, these rugs here, oh my gosh, these rugs that I used, these are by Peacemaker, and they're incredible. He's had a set of mugs. What am I saying? He had a set of rugs in the past, and they're still available. You can still download them, but he decided to do a more revamped version of all of them, and he basically just made a rug, like a new CC rug for each color, and it's incredible because it's not just like one rug with all the colors. Each rug is its own color, and there's like 10 different patterns of that color. I'm describing it horribly. It's called the Color Me Rugs stuff pack or something. I don't know. Maybe he didn't call it a pack. He probably called it a set. But yeah, they're incredible. Definitely recommend downloading those rugs. Even if you don't really use a whole lot of CC in your game, those rugs will just they'll just make the build. I swear. Like, the rug in the living room is just so fun. I normally am like personally, if I built my own house, and I did it in The Sims, for example, and I built a house that I would want to live in, I don't know if I would go for something like that at all, but it still has a really fun texture and just pattern, and it's just really funky, and I haven't used it before, so I thought, why not just give it a try and build something a little different around it and just see what it comes from, where it goes is what I meant to say. But yeah, and in this kitchen here, the kitchen set, the counters and the stove and sink and all that, that's by Peacemaker, as well as the dishwasher. And that fridge, I know people will ask, that is by Maxim's. However, I have trouble finding it on his site. I don't know if he just took down the post or whatever. I truly don't know if he just doesn't support them anymore, so he just took them down from his site. I recommend just searching Maxim's Smeg fridge on just on Google, or actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to recommend Google, because no, we're not recommending that. We're recommending Ecosia. I know people have probably seen the advertisements on YouTube, but I do highly recommend, if you are using just a browser and you are just wanting to have it help out a little bit, I recommend Ecosia. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Ecosia is really fun because every search that you do, it basically, the money from your ads or from your searches goes to the proceeds to planting trees. That was very much a horrible description, but yeah, basically, whenever you search anything online, basically for example, Google. If you search something on Google, Google's getting paid. They're getting money for that because, advertisement agents or advertisers and websites and stuff, they'll pay to kind of push their searches up a bit more. I guess, I'm not sure. That's a guess, but I know that the search engine company makes money. So Ecosia takes the money that they make and they put it towards planting trees throughout the world, which is really awesome. And it's completely nonprofit, and it works the exact same. It's all you have to do is just install it as a browser, and you're golden. That's it. It's not a program. It's just a homepage, and it's as simple as that. You can get it on your phone too. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that because, again, I'm rambling again today, but also, you know what, it helps the environment, so why not? So we need every little bit that we can right now. So anyway, this little downstairs office here, it's very, very, very minimal. Let me just say, I wanted it to be that way because I like minimal spaces. I know it looks a little bit empty in The Sims, but it just looks nice, I think. But I just imagine that the parents worked from home or something, and this is their little office space. They just keep it together. Maybe they are both like programmers or writers, or one's a programmer, one's a writer. Pretty much anything can be done from home at this point. So they just work together next to each other, and then, maybe they, their kids are, home, and maybe they homeschool their kids too. Who knows? Maybe that's what they do. I don't know. It's whatever you want to make your Sims do, I guess. But yeah, super fun, super fun build for the most part. Completely. It was completely fun. I don't think there was any issues. I did have a little bit of some issues with this master bathroom here, because initially I wanted to do just one upstairs bathroom, but I realized I was like, one extra bathroom wouldn't hurt. So I just made this a master bathroom and then added another bathroom later, but it was kind of tricky to kind of fit everything because it was a really awkward shape, and I don't know why it came this way. I don't know why I did this, so I do change it a bit so that it can actually fit. But also, something I did in this build, kind of non-intentionally at first, because afterwards, after furnishing it, I didn't really know, but the master bedroom is actually, I wouldn't say smaller, but it isn't necessarily bigger or more spacious. It's actually considerably smaller relatively in comparison. Wow, I just used so many tangents and so many redundant words. The master bedroom is small. Let me just say that. It's smaller than you would think it would be, because a lot of houses, the master bedroom is supposed to be bigger, but I was like, not really. That's not necessarily true. So I just made it kind of a normal sized bedroom, and I made the kids' bedrooms a little bit more spacious, just because I was like, I feel like if I was a parent, if I was, married and had children, which I'm never going to do that, but the marriage part maybe one day, but that's going to be a long time, but no children, just cats and plants. Preferably. But yeah, basically, if it was me, I wouldn't really care if my bedroom was big, because I'm like, I just sleep in there. That's all I'm gonna do. As long as I can move around and it's like kind of nice and clean looking, that's all that matters, right? So I would much rather have the rest of the house be nice and spacious and the bedroom be nice and cozy. So that's also why I liked having the kids' rooms being a little bit bigger, because they're in their rooms a lot more. It's their space. Like, it's not like they have the whole house to themselves. It's, their room is their space. So I thought, I'll give them some more functionality and stuff in their rooms, and sacrifice a little bit of space in the master. It's okay. But also, I used a new bed set. It's not necessarily like a mattress. It's just a bed frame, and like, it's a bedroom suite with the bed frames. Peacemaker already has like a million like actual mattress sets, so you can download those, but he has a new set out called the Koba bedroom suite, and it's super cool. It's got this canopy 4-poster thing, and like the fabric that I put on there, it's separate from the frame, so you can mix and match the colors. It's chef's kiss. Again, chef's kiss. I don't know why I'm saying chef's kiss a lot. I don't know where I got that. I don't know what YouTuber said it. Did one of the Bon Appetit people say it? Probably. Can I talk about Bon Appetit? Like, for real? Like, you know what? This is my channel. I can talk about whatever I want. I don't know why I need to ask. But I've been watching so much Bon Appetit lately. Like, I literally leave my TV on and I just let it play Bon Appetit like all day sometimes. It's self-care for one thing, but also it's just so incredible. I just love them so much, and I would die for Claire. I would die for all of them. I would die for Claire particularly, though, because I love her. But yeah, it's incredible. Definitely recommend checking it out. Don't just watch the Gourmet Makes either, because Gourmet Makes is incredible. Don't get me wrong, but the whole entirety of the channel is incredible. Like, all the series, there's so many different series. Like, I really love It's Alive with Brad Leone. I love Brad so much. He is such a, he's such a dad. Like, that's just the only way to describe it, because he is a dad, but he's such a dad in like the dadliest way. Like, he's incredible. I love him. But It's Alive's great. I love Chris. I love Andy. I love Carla. I love Molly. I just love all of them. I love all of them so much. Like, there's not a single person on there that I don't know though. I have a newfound love for Sola. Like, if y'all haven't seen like the more recent videos, I feel like Sola hasn't been on there that long, but she is just like, she made a drink. There was like an episode where they all made their favorite drinks, and she made her drink, and I laughed so much. But she made her drink, and she was like, this is what I drink after I go home to work. And I don't know if she said decompress or, deal with the darkness in her soul or something of the sort, something of that spirit. But basically, she just, and then she kept coming back to try the other drinks, which I just was like, you know what? I love you, Sola. You're a precious, precious soul. And but yeah, speaking of Bon Appetit, for the most part, they will still be making videos during this whole current event thing. I don't really want to mention what it is, because YouTube doesn't like that word anymore because of the whole thing. But basically, they will be still doing stuff remotely, individually, which is awesome. And they say it's gonna take a lot of work, but they're still working and they're still doing their thing. And I'm actually kind of excited, because they posted a video where all of them were filming themselves, like with their phones or a cheaper camera or just something they had, and it was kind of incredible seeing them in their own kitchens, because literally them being in their kitchen, it was like their kitchen was a perfect reflection of their personality to a T. Like, Claire's was just like kind of a casual, kind of normal apartment kitchen, functional, simple, straightforward. And then you've got Brad in his apartment, which was cluttered as hell, had a million skillets, it was his personality. And then of course, you have Andy in his sleek as hell modern apartment kitchen, I think, which I was like, okay, I see you. That's amazing. And then, of course, it was just great. I just loved it so much. Oh my gosh, I love Bon Appetit. I will be a new Bon Appetit fan account now. But yeah, basically, I mean, let's be real. But Anyway, what have you all been watching on YouTube during this time? Bon Appetit, obviously, I'm always going to watch on repeat regardless, but I have been watching a lot of watercolor painting videos. I'm trying to get back into painting with watercolors again. I watch a lot of art videos anyway, but I've been watching Macachino. If you don't know who she is, she does a lot of like tutorials and like tips for beginners, stuff like that. She's really sweet, and she has some really like, they're very well laid out videos. They're very simple and very easy to follow, and if you're wanting to get into watercolor painting, she's definitely the place to go. I haven't painted with watercolors consistently for a long time, so I'm a little bit rusty, but yeah, I'm getting back into it slowly, and watching her videos today and just painting a little bit in my sketchbook was so relaxing. But anyway, I almost forgot to tell you all really quickly. Initially, I did put all the furniture, like that pink bedroom that I just did. I did it as a smaller bedroom, but then I realized I was going to add another bathroom. So I moved it to the front bedroom there, and I split this room into two and did a little tiny guest bedroom because I didn't want to do a toddler bedroom because I felt like the house wasn't very toddler friendly. So I did a guest bedroom instead, and then another bathroom. So yeah, I wanted to bring that up really quickly because you probably saw me furnishing one bedroom and then all of a sudden all the things were moved again and it was just all weird and confusing. Just want to let you know. But anyway, I think we are getting towards the end of the speed build. Yeah, this house is available on the gallery. All you have to do is search for my username, lukeydean, and the hashtag Lukey, or hashtag LukeyLupin. Sorry, I'm getting used to that still. But yeah, it does contain CC, so you will have to be sure to go onto the left panel, and there should be an advanced category, and you just have to click the box that says include custom content. Be sure to have that clicked so you can actually see every CC build that I do. Unless if you don't do that, then you won't see them at all. Some people's builds are still being tagged with CC because of the whole glitches and stuff with the gallery that happens. But you know, just click that and you should see all of my builds regardless of what they contain. So yeah, yeah, I think that's it. Leave your YouTube channel recommendations in the comments down below, like what videos to watch, you know, whether it's, I preferably would like something that wasn't gaming because I feel like I do a lot of gaming and I like something that kind of distracts me from it. Sometimes it keeps things of a variety of stuff and stuff. I don't know what I was going for there. Sometimes I just talk and it's just a string of words and I don't really think as much as I think I'm thinking, right? I don't know. It's called dissociation. Yes, it's that. That's what it is, dissociation. But anyway, I love you all so much. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, fantastic rest of your week, weekend, start of your week, whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're drinking plenty of water. I hope you're washing your hands. Go do some meal prep. Go fix yourself something to eat right now and fix yourself something to eat for tomorrow too. Oh my God, that bird. Can it not? Please. Just wait a few minutes. Okay. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.
I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day. Right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies ain't too gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul. Hold my hand, don't let go. I understand.